You're alive.
How you doing?
Hello, Linda. I hope you're still on. It says trying to watch. That was at 6, so I don't know if you're still on here or not. Does it say? Nope, nobody. We got nobody. We got nobody, y'all. It says 0. We got nobody on.
We got nobody watching.
Wow, that's sad. Whoop, 4. 4.
All of a sudden, there's 4 in here.
Okay, maybe they got done with Lippy. Lippy was over there still trying to give away tea. Man, I tell you, I love that Trinity tea. I'm pretty sure it was the hibiscus in the Trinity tea that I like so well. It's so good.
Appalachian Mercantile.
And there's Dawn. All the things Acres. Dawn is a member.
Shelley
Keith is a member. Shelley is a member. Mama Z is a member. Mama Z goes on live in the morning.
A while ago.
We got to get that free stuff. Mama Z goes live in the morning at 9:30. Be sure you go over and check her out in the morning at 9:30.
Hello, Mary Beth. For
some cooking. She can tell us in a little bit what she's cooking in the morning. There's Gina. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Y'all saw what Lippy done to that cat? Mm-hmm. Y'all saw what Lippy done to that cat? Oh, my gosh. That poor cat. I was like, oh, I ain't never in my life seen such a thing. Never.
And no, buddy, I did not paint her black. It's probably that underlying hair from her mama, since her mama is gray, you know.
We are doing swordfish. Oh, wow. That'll be interesting. Mama Z is doing swordfish in the morning. That'll be something new. That's different.
That's true.
There's Linda. Hey, Linda. She can see and hear.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I'm sure it's a lot cooler.
Poor cat. No wonder the cat was hiding in the closet. I bet it's cooler. Hi, Christy.
I know I am. So.
Yeah, Lee. Lee done the same thing, I guess. So I guess I could say poor Lee. Poor Lee and poor cat. Oh, the cat got about as shaved as Lee. You got to admit it's pretty colors under all that fur. Hey, there's Jennifer. Hot mess on a mission. Formerly Farmer Meemaw.
Package Healing Hollow.
Hello there. Did Lippy get after Lee too?
Yeah, no.
Oh man. My husband picked it for Father's Day. Oh, okay. He picked swordfish for you to cook for Father's Day. That's awesome. Howdy from Vicky in Fort Worth, Texas.
Well, hello.
Hello. Making tuna salad video tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome. He was on the lunch live. I do a lunch live on Thursdays, and Keith was on there, and we were talking about tuna salad, and he said he had a way of making it with a twist, and he's going to do a little video for us and show us what he does. Did they have that done to the cat because Lee shaved his head? No, Lippy's been fussing. Lippy's been fussing about that cat ever since she got it. She's been fussing about that cat's hair,
saying she was going to take it to a groomer for a while.
And I thought she was kidding when she said it. I said, "Oh, the groomers do cats," and she said, "Well, yeah." But then she couldn't take it to just any groomer because it had to be put to sleep because it had tangles in its hair. So I was just kind of okay. And then she sent me a picture, and I was like, whoa, wow.
I've never seen a cat shave like that.
I have never cooked it before, so check it out and see if I kill it. Oh, man. Shelley is a member, too. Julie at Heaven's Essentials is a member.
Hello,
thank y'all. Thank y'all for supporting our channel. Shady Hill Homestead, Southern Indiana. Mr. Lee has the cure for gray-headed man right there. That's a moneymaker. Poor cat's gonna
Well,
sunburn this.
I don't know about that, Mary Beth, because ever since they've had the cat in the house, it won't even go outside.
Bill is $100 here. Bill. For cat, I don't know. For the cat grooming, if that's what you're talking about, can someone post a link to Keith? Okay, I don't think Keith does. He can let us know. I don't think Keith does videos on his channel. I think he's going to do it on Facebook. But what we can do, I can share it on Facebook, and so if you are not friends with Keith, you might want to be, and if not, I'll share it, and we'll get it passed around on. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on our Stringfield Ridge Farm Facebook. I'll share it on there, so that way we can get it all around. Mm-hmm. Damn cat. That's funny. I used to live in NRHs. I grew up in Northwest Texas. Oh, Gina don't have Facebook. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Let me check with Keith. You can let us know. I don't think Keith does any videos, YouTube videos. No, Facebook, yeah. We shave him
summer. Is that they're kind of like no shave November?
Hey, Lippy. Hey, buddy. We won't talk about you anymore. Let's see.
Yeah, Keith said no. He Facebook.
Oh, we've had extra grandkids.
Yeah.
And they're going home in the morning. I took 2 of them back out to my oldest daughters because their parents are going to be there in a little bit, and they're going back home in the morning. And this is the two that are Candies that's in the Air Force. Their mom and dad's in the Air Force. They're coming to pick them up, and my goodness, the one of them is a 4-year-old. She's 4. And she eats like, man, I'm telling you, that child can eat more than any.
Oh
my goodness.
She eats more than I do.
She eats and eats and eats, but
just
she's
constantly.
Tall. She's gonna be tall. She's gonna be tall. She's tall for her age, and she's gonna be tall. You can tell. And man, she just
but I think the other one might be
and eats big too. She don't just want something constantly. She eats it. Whatever.
I think Jade is probably
both of them eat a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's probably going to be taller than what Zoe is. Heck, she's as tall as Zoe right now,
good.
and they're younger.
Christy gets asked about the baby. The baby is doing good.
But heck, their dad stands what, 6'5", 6'6", or 6'7"?
Respect requests.
I don't know. I know is he tall.
Well, Keith said he would respect requests. Guessing he means if you want to go check him out on Facebook. Our 3-year-old is 40 pounds and he eats 20 pounds a day.
He's got to keep up his strength for all them stories that he wants to tell everybody, though. And all that work he wants to do.
So she just constantly eating, and I mean, she and she loves coming here and feeding the animals and picking stuff, and she lives up near St. Louis, so she don't see the chickens and the stuff all the time. And we went and picked mulberries, and there was a little bit more of the Nanking cherries out there, and so we picked cherries and mulberries, and she just loves it.
All the things acres.
My
Zoe is 10,
That's
120
funny.
pounds.
She's Zoe too.
10,
120 pounds. Her name's Zoe too, and she's 4. I don't know what she weighs, but she's tall. She's skinny, but she's tall for her age, and her mom and dad are both tall. So I guess that's where she's putting all that food. I don't know. I called her a bottomless pit. She just kept saying, I'm hungry. She don't just want, she says, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And ate, she ate one morning, just an example. One morning, we got up and I fixed bacon. She ate bacon and toast. And then a little bit later, she was hungry. So I got her some peanut butter and crackers. A little bit later, she was hungry. I got her some, I think she had some like gummies, gummy bears or whatever. She had a couple packs of those. Then a little bit later, she's hungry again. And I said, there is no way you're hungry. You cannot possibly be hungry. But I went ahead and fixed her a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn around, Mr. Willie. I've already got a knot back there.
A whole peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and that child ate the whole thing. I was like, oh, my word, child. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. And she eats like that all the time.
3 inches. 15 years old. Yeah, that's tall.
Yep. I started prepping because of my granddaughter's appetite. Yeah. Hey, Broussard Homestead.
Like I say, I didn't even see him come in to
new weapon.
See Mama Z say hi.
So Mr. Willie said,
I missed you.
Mr. Willie said, run President Lee. I saw Teresa's new weapon on Facebook.
I told him I wasn't going to turn around because I already got a dang knot back there on the back of my head.
This weapon?
Get it away.
Let's see if I can. There's my new weapon. Andy at Andy's Tennessee Life is making these. It's really nice, y'all. It's really nice. It's thick and it's round. You know, the edges are all rounded nicely, and it smells good. I mean, it's really nice, really nice. And he's going to sell these for $30
here after a while.
Or I shouldn't even say how much he's going to sell for because that's his business. But I think he's selling them for $30. But he's going to sell some at the Heartland Homesteaders Picnic, and he's going to give one away at the picnic. It's really nice. And what I've done, I read up because I'd never had one before. I remember my dad having a really nice one. And so, I know he took care of it. Well, I've never had a wooden one, and I didn't know. I remember my dad taking care of it, like oiling it and stuff. So I looked all that up, and there is a certain way you need to take care of them. So if you buy a wooden cutting board, same with wooden bowls and utensils and all that, there's a certain way to take care of them. And so when you first get them, you wash them and oil them good. And one thing that surprised me that I don't think I've ever heard anybody tell was when you wash them, you know, you've got it laying on your counter. Don't just wash one side because that will cause them to warp. You're supposed to wash the whole thing when you wash it so that it doesn't soak in water on just one side because that will cause it to warp. I never knew that. So just a few hints. Remember, if you get a wooden cutting board, you need to wash the whole thing when you wash it and then oil it back down with, I read mineral oil. I'm sure there's other things you can use, but I read mineral oil and I had mineral oil. So that's what I've done.
Rub
and
you
let the mineral oil or the oil soak in for overnight. And then the next day you can wipe that off and kind of buff it. And yeah, so that was interesting. I just read this today because I just got it in today, which was another thing I'll tell you. I had ordered it and I didn't get it. And so I contacted Andy and I said, I hadn't got my cutting board yet. Do you have a tracking number? And he did. He sent me the tracking number, and I tracked it.
You can't remove that, Mr. Willie.
I tracked the tracking number. This had been sitting at my post office since June 10th. They never let me know. I never got a notice that I had a package up there, and it had been sitting up at my post office since June 10th.
Oh, I think I got an orange thing
I didn't
here a while
see
back,
it.
and I put it on the table up there.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, maybe we did get a notice then. I didn't think I got a notice, and I was
I
mad.
bet you did. It's probably over there in your purse.
No, it's not. I don't have a notice.
It probably is.
No, I don't have a notice.
Guaranteed.
Anyway, I like my cutting board. It's awesome. And I'm real proud of that. And he will, like I said, be selling some of those at the picnic. And he's giving one away at the picnic for a door prize. He's donating it to us for a door prize. I'm going to have to go wash my hands because that's still pretty oily. Well, you will have to talk.
Well, no crap, it's still oily. You should have put on some gloves like I did with them hot peppers that time. So, anyhow, yeah, I think she did get a notice. She just don't remember it. She probably stuck it somewhere and forgot all about it.
Not true. So, I did not.
Yeah, probably
did not. Whatever.
Okay. Gina, the picnic is September the 11th.
Yeah, September 11th at Grand Rivers at the Little Lake Park.
Yeah, it'll be the second Saturday in September.
Let's see. What did Lippy say? I've got that down. Post office has been a mess lately.
Mm-hmm. How did you remove?
Oops, sorry. Blood stains from the board. Same way, you just wash it off. And
no, they got that luminol they can spray on it with that little black light and it'll shine up.
Dawn said, love the cut, Lee. And
well,
I forget to do this. Here, let's do that. There you go.
That's right.
So, also.
See, I should have been a barber.
Also, my granddaughter.
Make some money at that.
Zoe, my granddaughter Zoe, that's been here that eats so much. I taught her how to play marbles, and I had a jar of marbles.
Oh no, Christy, it wasn't my hands that burned.
I had a jar of marbles that she likes to play with, and so every time she comes, she gets that jar of marbles out. And she wants to play with them. So I finally thought, well, I'm going to teach her how to actually play marbles. So we got down on the floor and made us a circle, and I actually taught her how to play marbles, and she done really good. She done really good. We actually were doing it right, and she, at 4 years old, could play marbles, and she got about half of them, and I got a little over half, but and she really enjoyed it, and I thought that was pretty neat. People don't play marbles much anymore. But we played them, the right way, the old-fashioned right way to play marbles. And she really enjoyed that. And done a good job, too. She done a really good job.
Gil.
Hi, Gil. Also, let's see, what else? We haven't had any more problems with the dog. Lee put up the dog that got our quail. Lee put up a little electric fence all the way around.
Just one little strand.
All the way around the chicken coop. And
about a foot high.
He come out there and he got shocked one morning that we know of. Hadn't seen him since. Haven't caught him on
camera or nothing.
Camera since or nothing. So hopefully that one time worked. I still have my jacks from when I was a child. Oh, that's awesome.
I lost jacks all of them
too. People don't play jacks much anymore either.
Okay. You heard. My ears have been burning all evening.
Oh man. What else? So.
Well, there's Mac.
Hey, Mac.
Not a whole lot.
Hey, Nancy. Our treasured home. Let's see. So also,
Sure.
what happened to your
You
hair?
ain't seen my video yet? You're going to have to go back and check my video out on Blue Cup.
He done, he told me it was a short, but it wasn't. It was almost 2 minutes, so I couldn't post it as a short because it was almost 2 minutes long.
I thought it had to be under 5 minutes.
No, under a minute.
Oh.
And yours was almost 2 minutes.
Well.
So it couldn't be a short, but we just posted it on his Blue Cup Adventures channel.
Up.
So let's see.
I can't read the.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm. I was reading something.
Pick up sticks. I have them also. My jacks are still in the pink case they came in. That's awesome. I remember pick up sticks too. I hadn't thought about them in a long time. All those old games we used to play.
Well, I tell you what, I pick up sticks every time there's a good wind out underneath these pecan trees up here. I used to love
playing pick up sticks.
And I don't like doing it, but I have to.
My brother came down from South Dakota. He's retired Air Force. Was stationed in South Dakota and just retired there. And he came down this last weekend, and he loves games. He loves to play games, but he wants to win. He likes to win. He's very competitive. A sore loser. He's very competitive and likes to win. So he likes to play rook. Our family has always played rook. I remember my mom and dad playing rook all my life. And so he loves to play rook, and he always wants to come play rook with us. Well, he always wanted my mom to be his partner. He likes to play against me because he likes to rub it in and aggravate me. Jacks. And so my mom can't play anymore. She couldn't play last year, and she couldn't play this year. So he was trying to teach some of the others how to play rook so that we could have more people involved. And that
kind of seems to be a trend with people here, like they might with grandkids.
He got my granddaughter that plays ball, Jonna. She's 14, and she likes to play ball. And he got taught her how to play rook. All the time,
Mr. Willie. All the time.
He taught her how to play rook, but he wanted her to be on my team. Right. So me and Jonna was a team, and him and Johnny and him and his wife swapped up and were teams. And he taught my granddaughter how to play too good. She's as competitive as he is, and we were beating him almost every time. And he couldn't hardly stand that. I was laughing, so I was like ragging him like he rags me about it. And it was pretty funny. But he also brought Jenga. He brought a Jenga game, and they were playing that. He was playing that with the kids, and he kept going, "I'm the king of Jenga." And so when we were playing rook and we started beating him, I started saying, "I'm the king of rook." But it was John. It was all John.
Pine tree here.
Oh. Lee is showing off those guns tonight.
Right. I just showed it off.
Chinese checkers. Yep, I remember that too.
I never could figure out how to play it.
Scrabble. I kept all my childhood games, and our grands play them now. That's awesome. That's awesome.
About the only thing I was good at was Uno.
We played Uno over the weekend. Because some of the younger ones wanted to play.
That's the easiest thing to play that I know of.
And it was hard to teach them rook, the younger ones. We taught one of them, and that didn't go too well. But Jonna was good. Jonna was doing great. And she was, she was beating him. But she was my partner, so I got to claim victory. Used to love
you was riding her coattails.
I was. Yes, I was, and I was proud of it. I was proud of it. I was like, "Oh, you got competition?" I said, "Yep, you got to come back down." He comes usually about twice a year. He comes down and stays you know, several days, 4 or 5 days or something, 3 or 4 days.
Cat named Duno.
Yep, you got to come back down now. I got a good rook partner.
That's about right.
I used
there,
to have
Mac.
a black and white cat with a red collar that I named Duno. Open the box and throw it in the trash. You need to go to the pond at night and catch a loggerhead like turtle man.
Well, buddy,
Play hit the husband game.
me and you can go out back at your pond and we
Shoots and
might be
ladders.
able to do that ourselves. The husband game.
What else?
Very, yeah.
Shelley loves rook.
Real close.
Shelley, Pine Tree Hill said
Shoots
I
and
love
ladders. I think I played that game a couple of times.
I think my kids
But
played
it was where I didn't want to be at the time. So.
Oh, okay. What else?
All right,
Dry.
Appalachian.
It's been so dry. I bet everybody else has been dry too.
Have a good night.
We had all that rain. We had all that rain.
Heard the bull.
And now it's been so dry in between. And we've got a lot of container pots, container plants.
Yeah, I think.
Oh man, I've been having to water every night.
Next month here in Kentucky.
It's been many years since I saw my sister in Oregon.
But as soon as it does, we definitely gonna go frog
We used
gigging.
to play rummy all the
We're
time.
gonna get some frogs back there because I've heard them my own self.
Yeah, a lot of our
frog
family
leg
likes to
fry.
play rummy too, but most of them play rummy. There's not a lot of them that play rook. My mom and dad played rook with their friends the whole time I was growing up, and then some of us learned it, and a lot of them didn't.
Lippy. I have some
I
frog
remember
legs.
back when I didn't have to water the garden. I missed those days. Mr. Buddy need to do some frog gigging. Yep.
Yep.
We play shoot the moon with dominoes. Huh. Well, in rook you can shoot the moon. Which is something my brother likes to do.
See, I ain't never played dominoes other than just set them up and flip them over.
Our pond is full of them. Come get all you want. Broussard said our pond is full of them. Come get all you want. I bet their pond is too. Full of frogs.
Well, one night we was out there, you could hear them whenever they started up, and it wasn't even.
That was the night I didn't feel good.
Yeah, because you ate the hot stuff.
I ate the hot Mexican food that about made me sick.
Well, what do you think about Lippy?
We are on point and ready.
Heck, her head she was still trying to get it out of her shoulders.
Had some huge frog legs a week ago with BW Family Farm at the restaurant we ate at. Cool. Never heard of that. Is that a drinking while playing? Shoot the moon with dominoes. I don't know. Is that drinking while playing? Dominoes is fun. I used to play with my grandpa. I didn't play a whole lot of dominoes. I've played once or twice, but not big on dominoes. I'm bringing frog legs when I ever get there. Nanny Joyce. Hey, Nanny Joyce. I read the comment before I realized who it was. She's bringing some frog legs with her when she comes.
Oh.
I'm
Bring
looking
a
for
frog leg when I
gators.
ever get
Want to
there.
wrestle me one.
Well, you gonna get here soon.
Oh, babe.
Looking for gators. Want to wrestle me one. Well, there might be one up around the lakes, or might even be down in the game refuge or Barlow Bottoms around here. For some reason they coming around now. Now there's a bear around Wren Lake.
Ready to cook them up.
Around.
Lippy's ready to cook them up. Okay. Hey, country girl. Here as long as the internet holds out. Laurie showed the cutting board that Andy sent me. I absolutely love it. I'm getting it oiled up.
Get it all.
Somewhere
Going to get
there's a
some
bunch of
crawfish
frogs
also.
crawling around with no back legs. If I find one, no one else will know. If I find one, no one else will know. What's he found it?
Oh, if I
Found you one, come back.
Oh, alligator.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I showed my cutting board, country
Well, I hope
girl.
I
I
know.
love it. It's really nice.
Because I ain't never tried
I
alligator.
read how to
I'd like
take
try
care of it, and I'm gonna try to keep it oiled and taken well care of because it's really nice.
Well, Lippy,
Surprise snack for us tomorrow evening, and Lee, you will love it too. Oh, awesome! We're going to Buddy and Lippy's.
I hope so.
We haven't got to go to Buddy and Lippy's in like 2 weeks. We've all had so much to do. They've had grandkids, and we've had grandkids.
Whenever we went out to eat.
Yeah.
And then
that was what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And
then he brought the boys over.
What is this noise?
What was it? Well,
I don't know what all that noise is.
I think Monday he brought the 2 boys over to let them see the chickens and run around for a little bit out here, but
so we haven't got to see them in like 2 weeks. So we're due a get together and
that there's good, Lippy.
Talk.
At least it ain't no Lippy weird.
Nothing Lippy weird.
So
there is something up under our house.
Pray for me, Mr. Willie.
I guess that dog. We've still got underpinning down because he's still been working under the house, and Zumpman's under there beating the heck out of it. Dog. Yep, just heard it.
Samson underneath there aggravating.
Just heard it holler.
It ain't our dog.
I could just drink
her daughter's dog.
Doing anything. Dang it, Lippy, y'all need to move back to Louisiana. Maybe it's a gator under the house. No,
maybe.
I heard a dog yelp. They're gonna have it tore up before he gets it finished and the underpinning back up. They're running around. Well, and this little dog, it's my daughter's that has the camper up at the front of the property. This is the little dog. One time we were on live and and the dog got hit by a car. We had to go check on it. But he's short. He's long but short. And he just fits right under the house. He can run right through under the house. And Lee's been working on the floors underneath there, trying to level them because all of our floors have gotten off level and spots are kind of settling, and he's trying to jack it up and get it all leveled again. And he's got all the underpinning down, and that dog just runs right under there. There's also cats running up under there. Sounded more like Sky running up under there, though, bumping its head. We need some friend chitlins at the picnic. Let's see. Andy is opening an Etsy store. Awesome. Andy's opening an Etsy store.
Andy on Etsy.
Yeah. What else does he have? Does he have anything else already ready besides cutting boards? And be
This
sure and let us know
fixing
when he opens the Etsy store and what all he's going to have in there.
One of these days, this chair
could be the ghost from the dead cow.
This chair is going to wind up doing me like that chair done Mac at night.
I will cook here if y'all come back. Bittersweet's trying to get Lippy and Buddy to move back to Louisiana.
Oh.
Lippy, did you find a way to get Cajun foods to you there? I watched the documentary the other day about the story of the Goat Man. We had a Goat Man. I don't know if you're talking about the same one, but we had Goat Man at Columbus. That's not far from us, and it's down where I grew up. It's in the same county where I grew up. We had at Columbus, we had the Goat Man. I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about, but we had one.
What was the Goat Man? A man that was part goat?
No, I don't know if that's what he's talking about, but there was the Goat Man down there. He had a whole bunch of goats, And he was
we had the
real
cat lady.
strange. He was real strange, and nobody wanted to go back there. But he sold goats. He had goats, and he sold goats. That you could go buy a goat, and people would go buy a goat on special holidays or holidays to butcher and eat. And that's the only time anybody would go back there because he was so strange and. There was all kinds of stories
Fried
about him.
chitlins at the picnic. Come on, Mac.
And now they say where he used to live is haunted, stuff like that. Coasters are ready, along with
y'all got Chicken Man there.
We'll be adding birdhouses. Awesome. Andy's going to do birdhouses too. That's awesome.
Yeah, we had Cat Lady. She lived in an old rundown house.
I knew the goat man daddy was friends with him.
And there was just cats everywhere.
We got Chicken Man. Somebody remembers that. Oh, Gina lived in Hickman County where I grew up. She remembers him at Columbus. And people used to go down there on holidays and buy a goat from him, but it was supposed to be like haunted back there and stuff, and nobody would go back there. Goat Man is a guy.
I thought that was the dog man, Mr. Willie, called Snoop Dogg.
Very interesting documentary. I'll have to check that out. It's probably not the same Goat Man I know of, but sounds like a horror story. Yeah. This kind of was, and it was supposed to be haunted. There's Columbus Park, Columbus Belmont State Park is there, and he lived right down the bluff from the park. And yeah, it was supposed to be scary. It was supposed to be a scary thing, and I don't know. Nice to meet you too. If we get Lippy and Buddy back here for a visit, we can round them up from both sides of the state. Love the cup. Goat Man is Snoop Dogg's cousin.
Okay then.
Okay, Mr. Willick.
Well,
here we got that.
If there's the case,
gardener.
I guarantee you,
the neighborhood.
Chicken Man that's in here is probably Snoop's cousin too.
Glenn at How to Garden said, around here we got that crazy gardener at the back of the neighborhood. Oh wait, that's me. It's a very interesting documentary. You should check it out. It's actually close to where Lee is. Yeah. So he is talking about the same Goat Man. Ah, okay. I will have to watch that. So you are talking about the same Goat Man. Okay, so I've been back there one time. One time my dad went to get a goat.
Is.
Yeah. That's at Columbus Park. Yeah, he lived at Columbus. So it is the same Goat Man he's talking about. So I went there one time with my dad.
He's talking about me.
He had a big 2-story house. It was a big, old, not a nice 2-story house. It was a big old, like, rundown, old
kind of like
farmhouse, 2-story house. And it was just, it was very
Andy's Woodwork.
Scary looking. It was scary looking. It was, I don't know, Chainsaw Massacre looking. I don't know.
Chicken Man and Snoop Dogg go way back. Laugh out loud. I bet y'all do, Matt.
I know people. Whoop. We can get that waved. What are they waving?
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, I was reading down here. It's about Lippy.
Oh.
I need to be honest. Louisiana evicted me, gave me 30 days to evacuate.
Yeah, that's Andy's Etsy store.
Oh, she's already got it? Oh, okay. Cool. Lippy put it up too. Here's Andy's link to Etsy. Awesome. There you go. If y'all want a cutting board, and they're really nice cutting board. Really nice. I love my cutting board. He's also got coasters and gonna have bird
Mary Beth
houses.
said their goat man traveled in a wagon
We
with
gotta-
a big herd of goats.
We got it. Oh, here's my cutting board if you didn't see it earlier. It's smoothed off at the edges. It's thick and is all smoothed
We're
off
fixing to get to that, Brett.
at the edges. It's really nice.
Good. Yeah, you
And,
fix that and get started on that. And now your hands is gonna be all damn greasy
No,
again.
it's not as bad. And there is a way to take care of those. So be sure if you get one, you read up on how to take care of it. Okay, yeah, we got to get to the daylilies. All right. I have always called these tiger lilies, but they are not tiger lilies. Tiger lilies look a little different and have spots.
Well, Mr. Willie, you must be from a different area.
But just
you ain't from this here area because
just
black people around here, they don't care. They go to anybody's house.
my family,
Strange
growing
people,
up, I always
people
heard
do
of
the same
these
thing.
called
We don't care
tiger
around
lilies.
here.
Are we getting to this or not?
Yes, go ahead.
Growing up, my family always called these tiger lilies. I've also heard
we
them,
always call them.
I've also heard them called ditch lilies. They are called ditch lilies, but they
What
are
do you call
not
them?
ditch lilies. But they are not tiger lilies. So let me get this picture up. There you go. That's what we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
That is an orange daylily, also called a ditch lily because they grow on the sides of the roads and in the ditches. And they are not tiger lilies. Tiger lilies look different.
They're very easy to propagate.
Tiger lilies look different and have spots. So I was wrong in calling them tiger lilies. Somebody brought that to my attention and I looked it up and they were right. It is not tiger lily. It is orange daylily. There's also a yellow one. Both are edible. See, everybody's saying we call them tiger lilies.
We always call them tiger lilies.
We did too, but they're not actually a tiger lily. There is actually a tiger lily that looks just a little bit different and has spots on it. So there you go. There's what we're talking about tonight. And
but we didn't grab one.
No, I forgot to grab one, but I have a few pictures. But they are edible. What the yellow ones are edible also. Keith. The whole plant is edible. The whole plant is edible. I have eaten the flowers. You can take the flowers and batter them and fry them. I've eaten the flowers and I have eaten the flower buds. You can take the flower buds and you can do whatever. You can eat them any way you want to. What I have done with them is batter them and fry them. You can also pickle them. You can pickle the flower buds. I have a picture of that.
Yeah, I've heard it.
Let's see. There are some pickled flower buds with some daisies in there. I found that recipe. It's spicy pickled daylilies and daisies. I'm going to post that recipe in with the video that's coming out Sunday. I'm going to do an actual whole video of the daylilies and talk about some other edible flowers. And I will post this recipe for spicy pickled daylilies and in the description. So those are edible. Like I said, the yellow is also edible.
What, Kathy, Teresa didn't tell you that whenever you took some back with you?
But what's not edible, take note of this, what's not edible is Easter lilies. The white Easter lilies that some people call peace lilies, that sometimes you get them at funerals or around Easter time. Those are not edible. So be sure you get the right thing and know. That's why I said the orange. If you stick with the orange ones that grow on the side of the road and in the ditches and everywhere, you'll know it's the right thing.
Okay, strong enough, Ben.
So also there's other edible flowers like pansies and
Violets,
pansies, squash blossoms, bee balm.
Oh, I love squash blossoms.
Lilacs are edible. Roses, chamomile, calendula, all those flowers are edible. And one time, years ago when my kids were little, I made a birthday cake for one of my daughters. I don't remember which one, do you?
I think it was Sam.
One of my daughters was having a birthday party, was having some of her friends come over, and I made her a white cake with pansies
Yes, you did,
all
Brett.
over it. And
she said, eat out of the ditch.
none of the kids would eat it. And I'm going to show you a picture similar to what I done. I don't have a picture from back then.
Yeah, dandelion. You can eat dandelion.
It was a disaster because none of the kids wanted to eat it. But that's about what it looked like. It looks pretty to me, but those kids would not eat it. The kids would not eat it.
They didn't just say no, they said hell no.
No, they would not eat it. It had, now that's those are Johnny jump ups or whatever you call them, but mine were pansies. They were all different colors, but it was similar to that, and the kids wasn't having it. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Bittersweet Homestead said all lilies are edible. Question mark.
No. Peace lilies, or they're also called Easter lilies or peace lilies, are not edible. Just the daylilies. Now, I don't know about other lilies. I know there's some other lilies I don't know about. Mostly, only ones I really truly know about and have ate are these orange daylilies that are also
like
called
crawfish,
ditch lilies. We used to call them, or we have always called them, tiger lilies, but that is not the correct name. Now, tiger lilies may be edible too. I don't know. I didn't look for that. I just know this is the one that I have ate before. My family has ate. I'll show you how I have had it before. I have a picture of that. So let's see.
All the things
no, it's not going to show up.
Saying, oh.
Nope, it's not going to show up. Anyway, I had a picture of it. I had a picture that's not going to show up of the
your Rose of Sharon. You can
fritters.
eat the flowers off the Rose of Sharon,
okay,
too.
maybe. Let's see if it'll show up now.
I didn't think about that till
if it
just
don't,
now.
I'll forget it. If it don't show up now, I'll skip it. Oh, there it is. Okay. That is the daylily fritters. These are made out of the flower buds. That's not my picture. That's not. I found that picture, but I have made them like that. That's how I have done them before.
They were just a little darker burnt color. She made them.
Thanks, Lee. Yeah, I tend to burn things, so no. Mine probably were a little darker burnt because I overdo it most of the time. But anyway, that's the way I have had them before. So anyway.
Yeah, you can there, Matt.
Also, they are.
And then make you want to eat more grass.
They are rich in protein and iron and vitamin A. They have but they have carbs. They do have some carbs. So if you're on the low carb diet, you might not want to. But you can eat the roots, even the tubers. You can eat the tubers like potatoes. I've not done that, but I read that you can. You can eat the tubers like potatoes. You can even mash them. You can make mashed potatoes out of the tubers. You can, like I said, pickle them. I showed a picture of some pickled. You can saute them in butter, batter them, or whatever. You can eat the whole plant. All of it's edible. The flower buds, the flower, the stem, the roots, all edible. And that's good to know that there's so many foods out there that you can have and eat and that are good for you. The Chinese use the flowers the flower buds in hot and sour soup. So there you go.
Hot and
What
sour
else?
soup.
Hot and sour soup. The Chinese use these flower buds in. And so let's see. What else? What other? Oh, it can be a little bit
Thank you,
laxative. They
CG.
said. Oh, thank you.
Very much.
It said. Excuse me. And I didn't know this. It said it can be a little bit laxative. So you need to don't overdo it. Don't eat just tons of it at one time because it can have a laxative effect. Roses Sharon, I've ate those.
Yeah.
I have used those and ate those before in salads. That would be pretty on a cake too. So any others, if y'all know of any others, we got 10 minutes. If you know of any other edible flowers, mention those for us. And weed goes good in brownies.
Who said that?
Mac.
Oh.
Weed goes good in brownies.
Oh.
Driving home, Lee is bald. Patty. Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
Bluebells. Okay,
Yeah.
that's one I didn't know. Bluebells. That'd be pretty on a cake, too. I could just see all a white cake with flowers on it. I've seen several. And especially when I was looking for this picture, because I was specifically looking for a picture of one that looked similar to what I had done. And I seen all kinds of flowers on.
So is society garlic, is that
wild
like
violets?
the wild garlic that we would
roses?
I don't know.
Artist.
Because I know we
devil.
got plenty of wild garlic out here.
Orchids. Orchids are edible. Roses, we said that. Elderflowers. Yes, elderflowers. I haven't actually done that, but we talked about it before because you can take the elder flowers and you can make a flower out of them.
Now, talking about
elderberry flowers.
Or
yes, that's what he's talking about.
Or flowers off of an elder tree.
He's talking about elderberry flowers. And so you can take those tops, those elderberry flower heads, and batter them and fry them too. I've seen that.
Yeah, and see, we've done wild roses.
We've done
the rose hips.
We have battered and fried squash
blossoms.
I couldn't think of the word. I'll have to send you a pic. Society garlic is an ornamental garlic. I don't think I've seen that. But he said he's shaving his head next. I miss being 20 minutes from the coast getting shrimp right off the boats. I think you can eat moringa. I ate one yesterday. There's all kinds. I wrote down some of them, but I can't read my own writing. Scarlet runner bean. Scarlet runner bean flowers are edible. Bee balm. I said lilacs. Dianthus. I did not know that. I did not know dianthus was edible till I start looking up these pictures. The cake picture. Dianthus. I like dianthus. They are real hardy and they come back year after year. They are edible, the flowers. Roses, lilac, we said all that. There was something else over here. Daisies, pansies. Yeah. But be sure you check out because there are some that are not, and Easter lilies or peace lilies are not edible. Peas, pea flowers.
Pea flower.
Pea, the flower on a pea plant.
Well, I've had the pea bad enough before that it felt like flowers when I got to do it.
I have dianthus, one of my favorite flowers. Me too. I think because they're pretty, but they're also hardy.
Clover blossoms.
I had dianthus before, and they just kept coming back every year, and every year they would just be thicker and thicker and beautiful. And I don't have any anymore. I need to get some and get them planted somewhere. Those are pretty. And now that I know they're edible, they would be pretty on a cake too. Or in a salad. Any of those. In a salad. Clover blossoms. Yep. clover blossoms, and we've got some red clover going down there in our front of our property where Lee planted the wildflowers. There's some red clover coming up in that. What else? Cosmos, red clover,
marigold, chicory,
bachelor's buttons, marigolds. You said.
Yeah.
What else? That's all I can think of. There's a couple of other little ones we don't know what they are.
I think there's some kind of a small sunflower that's coming up. And then all the ones that
they are
like
real hardy, divided some.
Kind of like the ones that you had out here. What it was?
Black-eyed Susans.
Well, shoot, I can't think of the name of it.
I love black-eyed Susans too. I don't know if they're edible, but I just can't eat flowers. I'll keep them in baskets to look at. Okay, Broussards, thank you. Brett, thank you for stopping in. Ordered some tea.
The ones that the horse kept eating over the fence out there in your herb garden that you had growing out there.
Zinnias?
Yeah, zinnias.
Zinnias.
There's some of them out there
yeah,
too.
Yeah, there's some zinnias coming up there. I don't know if they're edible. I don't have a clue. I didn't look up zinnias.
I don't know if they're edible or not.
And I don't know about black-eyed Susans, but I like them. They're pretty. Anyway, okay. Back down through here. Right. Oh, we got about 4 minutes left. So anyway, there's not a whole lot to talk about, but I'm going to do the video on it and show our patch. We've got, I thought it was 2, but it's actually 3 big patches of the orange daylilies. When we moved here to this property, they were growing all across the front up there.
Daylilies are edible.
And we left spots of them. We didn't let the whole patch grow, but we kind of left big spots of them.
No, but theirs were best they was.
Didn't you mow some of them down though and start getting rid of some of them? No, you just left them all. Well, that's good. I'm glad you did because now they're
theirs where Mr. Stringfield actually had them planted at.
I had known of people eating them way back, probably when I was young. I'd known of people saying they were edible, but I hadn't never tried it until we moved here to this property and had them up there. And then I started. I don't know. I saw it somewhere about them being edible, and I was like, I'm going to give that a try. Also, another one, and we have plenty of that, I've never tried, is hostas. Hostas are supposed to be edible, but I've not tried that. I need to try it because you need to get yourself used to these things. You need to know what's edible and get yourself kind of used to it. Know if you like it or you don't like it. And then utilize it sometimes to get yourself used to it. Then if you're ever in crisis, SHTF, and need to know it, you already know it. Don't wait until you're in that situation to try to find out.
But it's like
know now. Yucca. We've got yucca, several yuccas. I've not tried that. But it's supposed to be edible. The root, right?
No.
The whole plant? The stalk?
The stalk with the flower part.
Is the root edible too, though? Maybe? I don't know. I need to look that up. I'll put that in the video for Sunday because I've done a little bit of it, but I haven't finished the whole video. What is it? I don't know. Hostas. Yeah. Who's on next? Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping comes on right after us. That's the only one I know. I don't know if anybody else comes on.
Well, Christy, I don't know, but
Dave
I know
at Southern Ohio Prepping comes on. We always
that
go
the chickens definitely
out.
Like hostas.
Yeah, the chickens peck at my
especially
whole time.
when they're young. When
they get bigger, they don't bother them as much.
But when they're young, they will
prepare for the worst at all times, so you will be prepared for anything. Thank you, Shelley. That's exactly right. Daylilies have a very mild flavor, kind of tastes like a cross between asparagus and zucchini. Yeah.
See, I don't know if I'd like that then.
You probably wouldn't. Yeah, then Gil at Camp Patton comes on after Dave.
I mean, it's one of them there, I would eat it if I had to, but.
So y'all watch for the video. Sunday, we will have a video on the orange daylily. And I'll talk about everything I know about the orange daylily and cooking it, and talk about some of the other edible flowers. Maybe I started the video, but I haven't finished it, so I've got to finish it tomorrow. Anyway, thank you for being here. And I come on Thursdays at 12 noon and talk about healthy eating and low carb diet, which I'm just now getting back on.
Yeah, North Star, you getting in here right at the very end.
Hey, Kathy, that's all right. We got to go. Time for Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping. Lee mixed them in a salad where you have other flavors. He won't eat salad.
I'm not a rabbit.
So
I want a chunk of meat.
Thank you, Country Homestead Preacher.
I'm going to tell you right now, none of my bloodline come from vegans or vegetarians or anything. We hunted mammoths. I'm telling you that right now.
Piece of meat and potatoes. Meat and potato man.
Yeah, give me a tuber and a slab.
Yeah, there's a link to Dave's channel, Southern Ohio Prepping. Thank you, Kathy.
I'm happy.
There's a link. I'm not sure that link works, Kathy, because I can't get to it on this StreamYard. But anyway, we will see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Watch for that video Sunday at 2:00. And
that's right. I am a carnivore.
We're going to go over to Dave's channel.
All right.
All right.